Welcome to your Friday, everybody. Air quality alert as the temperatures continue to rise. We'll talk about this alert and, of course, your weekend forecast first at 4.
All right, Andrew, and a boating tragedy on the Detroit River. Police describe a dangerous mix of factors you'll want to avoid on the water. And will the ceasefire hold? We are tracking new developments in the Middle East and deep divisions that show no sign of healing. And Paula focuses on a challenge in your own backyard.
There's dirt, there's soil, and there's super soil. I'm going to show you how to turn this into super soil for abundant yields with your fruits, flowers, and vegetable gardens.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
All right, good afternoon. A very busy news day. I'm Karen Drew. Let's start with breaking news. In an incredibly sad coincidence, as 2 small children are injured after falling out of windows. Now, we just found out about the newest case on West Grand Boulevard in Detroit. Police say a mother was cooking when she heard her little girl scream. Somehow, that 3-year-old fell from the 2nd floor window. She is in critical condition right now. And at noon, we told you about another child who fell from a 7-story window, also on the city's west side. This happened on West Bethune near the Lodge in the News Center area. We're told that little boy, believed to be 2 or 3, leaned against a screen and then fell from the window. In the past few hours, his condition has improved from critical to stable. We're following this really closely. We're working both stories, and we'll have a live update for you tonight at 5. Well, the calendar says May, but it definitely feels like July, and we are seeing our first ozone action day of the season. There is a lot to talk about as we head into a really hot weekend. We're going to start with the first forecast. Andrew in for Ben. Andrew, what do we need to know?
Well, certainly get into those good habits again when it comes to poor air quality and when it comes to high heat and humidity. Make sure you keep kids and pets away from empty vehicles. Stay in or near air-conditioned areas. If you do need to go outside, because this is one of the hottest days we've seen so far, so why not get outdoors? Make sure you do take precautions. Drink plenty of water if you're going to exert yourself. But for right now is the best time to actually be indoors because of an ozone action day. Air quality alert is also what it's called for Detroit and most of southeast Michigan for the rest of our afternoon. So even if you don't have any respiratory problems or prior medical conditions, it can still affect you negatively. So do everything you can to stay safe on this afternoon. Temperatures right now, mostly in the middle and upper 80s. 87 over at Metro Airport, 85 for our friends in Pontiac, 87 over in Sandusky. We'll talk about how long this heat lasts through the weekend and, of course, your full 7-day forecast in minutes.
And as the weather does heat up, we do have a tragic boating safety reminder from Wyandotte. The dive team scrambled this morning to find a 40-year-old man who fell into the Detroit River near Silver Shores Marina. 3 people were on the water when their boat ran out of gas. Sadly, the dive team ended up finding the missing man's body. Police say no one was wearing a life jacket. They didn't have a cell phone and they had been drinking. Today, Governor Gretchen Whitmer is celebrating COVID vaccine milestone, but we're still short of her goal of 70%. The governor says 8 million vaccine doses have now been administered here in the state. So far, 57% of Michiganders have received at least 1 dose. Today, the state is reporting 1,100 new cases, and we've seen an additional 38 deaths in the past day. On Monday, Michigan workers are allowed to start returning to work, although the state won't release new safety guidance until that day. Governor has laid out a 2-step process to reopen the state, relaxing restrictions on June 1st and ending almost all COVID orders on July 1st. Well, that news is changing the plans for the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix presented by Lear. Today, race organizers announced they will welcome back full grandstand seating for this year's race. Now, before the governor's announcement, they were planning for 20% capacity. Now, additional tickets will go on sale on Monday. They're only available online. The Belle Isle race is set for the weekend of June 11th through the 13th. So far, so good, as the new ceasefire is holding between Israel and Palestinian militants. It went into effect about 21 hours ago. This was one celebration in East Jerusalem overnight. Firecrackers lighting up the sky as people wave the Hamas flag. The ceasefire ended 11 days of violence, but many around the world are holding their breath To see what happens next, Devin Skillion in the newsroom with more reaction. Devin?
Yeah, Karen, I think most people would describe this ceasefire as very fragile. It follows the most intense conflict between Israel and Hamas since at least 2014. We've already seen new clashes between Palestinian protesters and Israeli police outside a mosque in Jerusalem. It's not clear what sparked that, but similar earlier this month, we saw the fighting as being one of the triggers in that area for the wider conflict that ended just a few hours before this happened. The 11-day war left more than 200 people dead, the vast majority of the casualties on the Palestinian side. Still, they're claiming victory for getting the world's attention. Israel is already vowing a new level of force, though, if there are further hostilities. The tensions that exist don't seem to be going anywhere.
I think we should continue the fighting until Hamas will collapse totally. The fact that we sit in here, peacefully drinking coffee and eating our croissant, it's only a matter of time until the next operation in Gaza.
Now I think it's the right time to speak against Israel. All the media blockage and so many other things have been happening, and it's about time that we all should gather, come out on the roads and demand justice for our Palestinian brothers and sisters.
A demonstrator speaking at a rally in Pakistan as the recent conflict has engaged people from all over the world. We saw protests in the U.S. as well, of course, here in Metro Detroit. Biden administration is monitoring this situation, they tell us, and we will keep you posted as well. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Devin. Detroit native and Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison is getting more involved in the prosecution of a deadly police shooting. Ellison says his office will now handle the case against former Brooklyn Center police officer Kim Potter. She's accused of fatally shooting 20-year-old Dante Wright during a traffic stop that happened during the George Floyd trial. Potter is charged with second-degree manslaughter. She says she meant to use her taser, but grabbed her gun instead. Some have questioned the charge against Potter. Ellison says a review of that charge and the evidence is already underway. Storms in the south have soaked several states, leading to severe flooding like this. It has been a long, frustrating week, especially along the border of Texas and Louisiana. Here, the water has completely swallowed entire streets. Some residents call the flooding mind-boggling, as many are still recovering from last October's Hurricane Delta. Now, let's take a break from the news of the day on this Friday afternoon and talk about creating a peaceful oasis at your home for your family, also for your birds, your bees, your butterflies as well. If you're looking to get your garden growing, our Paula Tutman has some super secrets to supercharge your soil for some big, beautiful results.
So it's going to be that kind of weekend where a lot of us are going to be in our gardens working on our flowers and our vegetables. One way to really ensure abundance is to pay close attention to your growing medium. In other words, don't just treat your soil like dirt. Dirt is not just dirt when it is soil.
So we have some mustard greens that are growing here, some tomatoes that are going to be later in the season.
Soil is alive and the foundation of our planet. And when it comes to growing flowers and vegetables, it's how you treat your soil that makes the biggest difference.
Soil is alive because it's the home of our microorganisms, which help feed the plants that we want to grow.
Akela Karamoko is the garden expert for Keep Growing Detroit, a nonprofit that helps Detroiters grow their own food.
We're focused on helping the city become a food sovereign place. For us, that means that we want 50% of the food eaten here to also be grown here.
Their gardens near Eastern Market are incredible with healthy, vibrant plants. And the secret is soil amendments, or feeding the soil that feeds us.
We want to put back into the soil. So healing the soil is essentially feeding the soil.
These soil amendments can be purchased at big box stores and garden centers, and an easy recipe is 1 cup of each amendment per every 20-pound bag of soil and 20 gallons of compost. It's easy. Start with 1 cup of blood meal, which adds nitrogen, which helps with photosynthesis or creating sugars and building proteins, and keeps your plants shiny and green. 1 cup of rock phosphate.
This is going to be good to help plants with their reproductive properties. And so if you see your tomato plant isn't really flowering, or you see that it's not really fruiting, that could be a sign that you need to add some more phosphorus to it.
1 cup of potash or potassium. There are different kinds, but this one is called green sand.
And plants do have immune systems, and this is going to help them protect themselves from diseases.
1 cup of azomite, which can be the secret sauce because it has so many micronutrients.
Soil mix.
Supercharge the soil.
Supercharge the soil. So there's just so many things that azomite helps with.
And if you can, add some earthworms. These little guys are farm hands.
Oh yeah. Huge players.
And or worm castings. Even if you can't add every single amendment, just adding some will help heal your soil and supercharge it for abundant plants, flowers, and vegetables. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
Always appreciate the advice. Thank you, Paula. And if you want the recipe, we're going to repost the whole story for you on clickondetroit.com. That's also where you can also reach out to Paula to let her know what other topics you would like to see explored with our birds, bees, and butterfly segments. Still ahead, first at 4, royal princes share their pain. Why Britain's William and Harry say deception helped lead to their mother's death, and what they want the world to remember about her. A legendary TV detective paying tribute to a little girl whose quick thinking has captured the nation's attention. That's later on First at 4. But first, a surprising stolen vehicle showdown and how a would-be thief tried to fight with police. It didn't go well for him.